Hey guys, I wanted to do a quick little video while I'm in here trying to do my hair. I'm doing my hair for tonight. I just took a shower and I usually like to style my hair a certain way every night when I take a shower. So I am doing a video of my night routine hairstyling. So what I usually do to start off first is I usually brush it with this detangled brush that looks like a leaf at the back. It looks cool. So pretty much what I'm doing is just, brushing as much as I can. And even I am very bad at brushing my hair, as you guys can see. I am very bad at it. I mean, there are times where I have tangles, which I have a very big one right here in the back of my hair, that I usually want to try and use a brush on it as much as I can. And you can see like some little hairs in there, but it's okay. I don't know if you guys can really see it, but I try to do what I can to get at least some of the tangle out. It doesn't really bother me, really. I just leave it be. But this is what my hair should look like before I start putting my stuff in it. I have these two bottles here that are vanilla scented. What I do is I put it on my hands, both of them, spray water on it, and then gently, smoothly put it in my hair, because it would easily help me brush my hair when I go into styling the next morning or so. So that's what this for. And then I got this tea tree moisturizer. So we put that in my hair too. That's when I have to take my rings off because I don't want it to get ruined. And then I use my styling mousse to style it. That way when I wake up in the morning after I put it in a bun at night, it will be all beautiful. And I'll show you guys my resemblance in the morning, because I'm going to have my phone for a little bit in the morning before I give it to my husband, because apparently he wants it tomorrow, which is okay. I won't have my phone for tomorrow for work, which will be great. But let's get on with these vanilla scented things. So starting off with the vanilla almond scented lotion for my hair. It's like a little hair lotion. And just one little drop. One drop. And then a small little finger like type stuff into it, just like, enough to get whatever in there, and then I smoothly go this. And then what we do, just a little drain of water, and like that, and then it gives me a nice little light type thing. So I usually gently pat it on my hair, and then also gently rub it on this part, and then it comes out very smooth, and I can brush it in. It turns out really cool. So I like these things that I get for my hair. It's really cool. Secondly is the moisturizer. So that means take my lovely engagement ring and wedding ring off, and do one big squirt of moisturizer. Ring it in and do a little tiny more, which is okay. And then we pat on the head, and then do the same thing with this. Go on like this. If this runs out, we do a little bit more, squirt it, and then we gently just like finger rake it, and then we go on to the back of my hair. Same thing, big squirt, and then gently rub, and then finger rake everything. So moisturizer is in there, moisturizing it really great. And finally, the last thing is my styling mousse mousse for my hair. So we do a nice little foam out like that. Pat, 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 pat. And then we do pat, pat. And then we just gently rub it in there as much as we can. And then what we want to do is we want to leave the hair like this at night, because we're going to brush it and then rebrush it in the morning. So what we're going to do is I'm going to put my nice little hair tie in my hair. Put it in a nice big bun. And then I use my scrunchie, which I like to use my gray scrunchie for this. And then put my scrunchie in there. And voila, I leave this hair in for the amount of hours until the next, for 24 hours. Until I get up the next morning. For the next few hours until I get up in the morning, which means I get up at 3:30 in the morning, which means this comes down at 3:30 and we get to see the results. So that is nighttime routine hairstyle.